Is The Outwaters the scariest horror movie of 2023? Let's talk about it. The Outwaters is a found footage horror movie that's been gaining a lot of buzz in the horror community, especially following its festival run where it played alongside Terrifier 2. The movie centers around a group of friends who head out into the Mojave Desert to film a music video when it takes a terrifying turn and they experience a strange phenomenon. This film is set to be very divisive among the horror community, especially because the hype surrounding it is so big. I think that if you are not a patient person, you are not going to enjoy this movie. The Outwaters is almost 2 hours long, and it takes about 50 minutes before the horror sets in. The first half of the film centers around this group of friends doing pretty mundane things as they get ready to head out into the desert to film their music video. We get to know the charismatic filmmaker, his brother, as well as the singer who is making her music video, and a makeup artist who is joining them to prepare everybody for the shoot. The first half of the movie might drag for some, but I enjoyed it because it's building the tension. We're really getting to know these people so that they feel very real and lived in. When they get into the desert, it is still pretty uneventful for a majority of the film until the weird stuff starts happening. And once the weird stuff kicks in, it goes absolutely crazy, insane. The film becomes a mind-bending trip where you feel like you're descending into a nightmare. There is a lot of shaky chaoticness that is happening on screen, and it's really hard for you to see what's happening at times. It relies on noises that you're hearing more than what you're able to see, where you'll get occasional flashes of the horrific elements that are happening, but you're really just relying on the sounds, and the sounds are horrific. The sound design in this film is really unsettling, and it really gets under your skin, and I think that's one of the things that elevates this and made the film terrifying to watch. I think that it is very reminiscent to the Blair Witch Project, where you're seeing these people react to the situation as a real person would if they were filming this situation. It would become indecipherable and crazy and just a mess. It just feels so unsettling to watch, and you don't know what's happening. It's really a mind bender. It really just feels like you're going into this dark ride into hell. I've seen it described as the descent into insanity, and I think that's the perfect description for it. It reminds me of the horror film Baskin in that way, where stuff is happening and you don't really know what's happening, and I feel like even by the end of the film, I had no idea what happened. So The Outwaters is going to be hitting theaters on February 9th and later will be available on Screambox. I do think if you're a found footage horror fan, you will enjoy this one, but I think you need to temper your expectations a bit because the reviews are insanely high. I do think it was a really unique found footage horror film. I'm excited to see what this director does next. It just felt very David Lynchian to me. It just felt very weird and gross. A lot of gross stuff happening. I enjoyed it personally, and I think there are people that will enjoy it for its craziness. I think that if you do like those slow burn style films where you really get to know the characters before it descends into madness, you'll really dig this one. Overall, I really enjoyed The Outwaters. I do recommend it. Let me know if you've seen this movie, if you plan on watching it, and what your thoughts are, but please keep it spoiler free in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will catch you next time. Bye.